There we go.
Working on that.
Television.
Sissy. I think it's so special having my big sister doing makeup. I love when my sissy Erica helps me kind of play. I say dress up. It just makes me feel like, my big sister making me look fly, as she would say. I like it. Smoky sexy.
Social media. Video shoots. Photo shoots. Live stream.
Like 2 weeks ago, and most of you know I'm in the casting associate, so I cast background and extras and whatever for four-star casting.
Movies.
Dwayne, can I see you in my office?
Yeah. Can I use the bathroom first?
Well, make it fast.
YouTube videos.
Sweet love, hear me calling out your name. I feel no shaking on love. Don't you ever.
Or commercials. Danaya Designs for You will get you right. Grab that S for S jewelry. Just go to bit.ly/DD for you jewelry.
Go get it. 4655. Approved.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the first edition of the new Danaya Azure Radio. I am blessed to have the most amazing person in the building. When I first decided to do my series of Danaya Azure Radio Rewind, Erica was the very first interview that I played, and people went crazy. Everybody was like, "Oh, who is that? What do they do?" And they're listening intently to all the different questions and all that. So I was like, all right, I'm about to relaunch this thing. Let me have her back so we can relaunch this, right? As you guys see, we have all the branding everywhere. Oh my goodness. What's so significant about this now is when we first did that interview, that's when we first met. That was before we worked together. Now we have worked together on multiple projects, including the second time that you were on TLC. Thank you for you and Tiffany wearing the Joey. Y'all look so fabulous, by the way. Oh my goodness. But what y'all don't know is that beyond the thousands of things that she does, the owner of Chicks That Pitch, she's an author, she's a producer, she's on Empire and some of the dopest roles on multiple occasions. She has built careers. And that's the biggest thing about her. She's built careers, but then on top of all that, she's always remained humble. Hey, goddess. Hey, mama. Yep. Let me go ahead and resending you the link. Yeah, Erica has built careers, including mine. She convinced me to do a Danaya Designs for You Instagram page, which is almost at 1,000. Now I'm super excited about that. Super duper excited. I was like, oh my goodness. So I'm super geeked about that. She's just been there for me and my friends, which has just been incredible. You know, she was there for me. I'm trying not to cry. The day my mom passed, she was there. She did not hesitate to come at all. I think, and that's so huge for me, because that was just that was powerful. That was super duper powerful. To have her there and to know that she wanted to be there. And so I appreciate you for that. Definitely. So without further ado, Erica Porter's in the bill. Erica Porter, MBA.
Hey, everybody. Okay, you've got me over here like tearing up. Seriously, Danny. Seriously. You know I love you. You
I
know
love
I love
you
you. Hey,
too.
everybody. I hope you guys are having a fantastic quarantined day. Yes.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Whew. So this during the quarantine, what have you been doing to try to keep yourself like sane through all of this? Because I know you've
Um,
been on TikTok like crazy.
I'm still working and preparing for when we are out of the woods, so to
Right.
speak. And I'm, because in my preparation, I'm also preparing for others, not myself, not just
Right.
myself. So, I'm being proactive rather than reactive.
Right.
And, I'm also working on development because that is happening right now. But I'm also finding time to really focus on self-care, so things that I enjoy doing that I've not been able to take the time out to do. And I love to be creative. So yes, TikTok is definitely been a highlight of some of my weeks here recently.
Definitely.
And yeah, so it's a really interesting social media space to tap into, considering the fact that I'm involved in most of the other social media platforms. So it's something. But I'm also like, for me, I'm always blessed when I help others. So weekly, I've been doing the business connection series, where we highlight business owners, independent contractors, artists, performers, anyone pretty much that gets a 1099,
Yes.
but giving them an opportunity to self promote, and make it all about them. So, I'm definitely staying busy. I miss my family, who is not here in the Chicago area, and but I am definitely making the best of this time, and being quite productive. Yes. So.
Definitely, definitely. I think that that's the biggest thing is being productive. And I love how the one thing that you were talking about before you did the series was, we can't let this be the end of what we do. This has to be something that we thrive beyond. And
Absolutely. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
hmm and so
Yeah.
that business series makes this is so powerful because you are opening up your platform so that people can come out and really build themselves.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And I've always, I think everything that I've done, up until, where the last few years, I've really been focusing on making sure that I put energy towards my own personal career. Because even though, we all have our purpose, but we have, our purpose, is in alignment with our gifts and our talents. And and so as a part of that, there's some things that we have to do independently, and also collectively. And so
Hmm.
for me, everything that I've done, all my platforms have been focused on, helping people from Edit Talent Group, media production staffing, career development, and training, workshops and things of that nature to help people to gain employment in the industry, learn a craft in the industry, trade, to chicks that pitch, where it's about development and distribution. We help to connect those that have original content ideas, to the production companies and networks, and also help to get real people, to be booked on television shows and web series and things of that nature, and social media series and all those interesting platforms and new platforms, that things that pretty much most people have, I would say, not taken seriously until recently. um,
Oh my! Right now we're essential. Right now we're essential.
I was we were talking earlier. I was talking earlier. I said I've been doing virtual conferences. I literally had to look back. I said my master's degree program. We had it was a closed platform, but we had virtual conferencing then, and that was back in 2009. And But I would say that I was actively using it on a regular basis from like 2014 until now. So it's been something that I've been trying to encourage people over the years is this stuff is existing for a reason. And
Mm,
here we are now. We're in a position where a lot of businesses have to face the reality that they cannot operate in their brick and mortars, and so they have to find a way to continue to conduct business. And then also, this is that time that if you are considering it, that this is a space to now take advantage of that. So yeah, I mean, it takes certain things that, for people to, that people have to come face to face with certain things, and so I think this
yeah,
is that time for a lot of people. Yeah.
absolutely. So, what do you look for when it comes to? You talked about the fact that how you're producing television shows. So, what do you look for when it comes to talent?
It's cliche to say it's an it factor, but the truth is that where we are in this space now, that what they call real people space, and we're talking about reality shows that include like docu series, uh, competition shows, talk shows like daytime talk shows. Those are really reality shows,
Yes,
and so they're looking for real people. And so, here's the interesting thing about that is that doesn't matter what you look like, how you act, if you're in alignment with what they're looking for, then but that then you've got folks that are focused on a particular area, and I would say scripted.
yes,
With actors, it's different. You definitely have to make sure that you have the look, and also the ability to deliver in realness, per se. And so, but what I can appreciate about where we are in this space is that if you look on TV, if you look on Netflix, you look on Hulu, you see a lot of like what we call original content series type of
yes,
programs.
absolutely.
I mean, gosh, like, it's like one of my favorites is Nailed It on Netflix, and it's a
Yes.
competition show, and it's these people that, are, who love to bake but don't know, but can't bake, don't do it well, or doesn't look good, may taste good but don't look good. So, it's just really interesting how, they've gotten to what we call a feel good space. And so in that feels good space, you got to have people that are real. And so that's where it's at. Yeah.
Definitely.
That's why I tell people all the time. It's like, my thing is that, um, like I get like a little, these little triggers with certain things and certain types of personalities. And if
Yes.
I, if I see it on you, if I've been observing over time, I'm like, okay, hey, submit your information for this.
Yes.
There's a lot of times that I do watch people and don't say a thing until I need, I'm like, okay, I've got a casting for this that came through, and they're looking for this particular person. I'm like, oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
been following this person for the last 6 months and watching their
Hmm.
stuff. And so reach out and say, hey, would you be interested in being casted? So I always tell people, be who you are in social media. If you're looking
Yes.
to be talent, if you're looking to be on TV, doing some type of series, anything that's like a visual medium, just beef up on your social media and be who you are. Don't, I mean, catfishing is back in the day.
Oh
Okay,
my
just let it
goodness. Please
go.
don't.
Okay,
Please don't
okay,
catch this. No
yes,
catfishing,
yes.
please. Please, please no catfishing. And with that, I want to introduce my fabulous co-host, Miss Goddess is in the building. Hey mama, how are you? So Goddess is here. There you
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
goddess. How are you,
Erica.
beautiful?
I'm good.
Good. Good to hear your voice.
Thank you. I actually was in like your birthday stream, but you guys had just ended it. I was like, oh
Oh yeah, yep. It was 30 minutes. I think we went over like 30, like an additional 5 minutes. So we had a
no. Oh my
blast. I'm telling you,
gosh.
I partied for like that whole day. I felt, and with those two
Mhm.
parties, I felt like that I had been out partying
Well, I
somewhere,
hope you
and
had fun
I did. I'm
because
like,
I
I'm
wanted to
still
be there so that
recovering.
I could see you take a shot.
What'd you say?
I said I wanted to be there so I could tell you take a shot.
Right, girl. I know, girl. Yeah. Girl, yep. I said I started at midnight the day midnight of my birthday. So the night of April
Well, I
the
hope
20th,
you had
girl. And
fun.
then yeah, I had a wonderful time. I really did, you know. It meant a lot to have everyone there in one place, even though we couldn't touch each other and hold each other. I could still see everybody. And there was people that hadn't seen each other in years. It was people that had heard of but not met. And so, but it was all family and friends, you know. And so it was just a beautiful, beautiful moment. I couldn't keep my composure towards the end. But I truly appreciate that moment, that day. It was so special to me. So
It
yeah,
was
thank you.
beautiful.
Yeah,
It
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely during quarantine, you definitely, it's hard with all of this social distancing and stuff. So
yeah,
it's really cool to see people just try to make you feel good,
yeah,
on a
yeah,
special
yeah.
day.
Well, I say this now. I know how to put on a virtual party, so birthday party. You
yeah.
know, so you
Oh,
know,
you don't have to tell me we had
I done
karaoke night
learned.
the other night. My
Yes.
goodness.
Oh, I love it.
So, one thing that I did want to mention is explain to people how important social media is if you're supposed to be a production company. Explain how important that is.
Now you said if they're supposed to be a production company.
Yep.
Okay. So you're talking specifically to people that own production companies.
Yep. So,
Well, I'm gonna say this. What you say?
quote unquote. Tag,
Ooh.
air quotes. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. If you are in a business, as a part of any business, you're responsible for an area called branding and marketing. And in branding and marketing, you also have something that's called promotion. And with that, you are actually attracting an audience. These are prospective customers, prospective clients. And if your online presence is not viable and it's not showing any movement or activity, you can't go out here talking about you a production company. You ain't got no content on your page. Okay. All right, let's talk about that. Okay. So it's important that when you have your social media pages up, you have all the information. How do they contact you? You have content on there, and you post content on a regular basis. You engage with these perspectives. Use that as, let me tell you something. The wonderful thing about where we are today, and I came up before social media existed, y'all, okay? So, but the wonderful thing about social media is that you've got all these platforms that provide free options.
Yes.
Take advantage of those free options. Build you an organic audience, okay? As you're building, and you're generating income, then pay for some promos, on these platforms. There's abilities, there's options to, there's ways if you build up and then you continue to engage your audiences, if you continue to provide the content that is viable or relative to what you provide, product services, then you will get to a place where Facebook and also the followers, because we know when these followers are paid for, okay? So you can tell that too,
Mhm.
okay? All right. So when you get to that point, Facebook says, hey, do you want to monetize? You want to make a little money? Since your videos are, getting this amount of activity, we'd like to pay you, okay? But you got to do this, fill out the application, go through the little application process, which is super easy. but you want to get to that point, is that you driving content, you building content, posting and driving content that your benefit from it, and benefits are new customers, clients, generating revenue, exposure. I can keep going. You
Yeah.
want me to keep going? Do you want me to keep going?
Oh no, yeah,
Because I can
keep
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 going.
going because the problem is people don't understand the importance of YouTube and what it does.
Oh.
So
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, you got Facebook, you got YouTube. Um, People are now monetizing on TikTok, Instagram. It's more promotional. You can lead people to places, but Instagram and Facebook are connected to some degree. There's some things you cannot do,
And it's not
across
easy.
the board, but it is not easy. So, you've got platforms like YouTube, where, people, you know, I'll say this. Long time ago, my kids and I, when I was just started my business, and I called my company Mommy Malden Productions, and my kids were little.
mhm.
And so we would, I would produce this content. I was doing these uh, uh, gospel entertainment programs and some, Sunday worship services and things of that nature. And I was still doing some commercial work for local businesses or what have you, but it was all back home. And so, the kids and I came up with this idea that, hey, let's do a little show. Now we're talking back in 2002, 2003. So the kids and I were making these little shows. And basically, they were YouTubing it, then making their own little series. And so here we are now today, 2020, where you've got a place to, make yourself famous, basically.
Yeah,
Whether, your talent or, your talent is showing, you want to show your talents, you know,
right.
make yourself famous and make yourself, generate revenue based on, generate revenue on your brand, on your name. I
Yeah.
mean, it's a beautiful thing when you can make money. Somebody write a check and it's written out on you to your name that you created. I
Yes.
mean, come on now. Yeah.
Exactly.
But you gotta have passion behind it, and then you gotta have business savvy. You can't be out here just be ratchet with business. And I just say yes, ratchet with business, because there's a lot of people out here that are just, unprofessional and, and not conducting themselves, in ways that make the rest of us look kind of shady, And
Mhm.
so
Yes.
we have to continue. That means we have to continue to work even harder, to shine even brighter, because you got a few bulbs that want to be busted, and want to bust others, just really just get folks to, knock everybody out the way, because of their negativity. No, we ain't doing all that. And your bad work, no, stay over there. Y'all can stay over
Mhm.
there. Now, if you want to join the crew and learn, and and connect with other people, and advance in your craft, collaborate, who knows? But you got a lot of people out there that want to be out there and act like they know everything. Yeah, they looking and sound like fools. Sorry, y'all. I
No, no,
went
no,
there.
no, 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 no,
I
No,
no.
went
you're
there
not. This is true.
because,
We literally say this all the time. So
yeah, I'm like, people, like, this is tiring, y'all. Okay, let's just move on. We've got all these, like Black Girl Magic and all these other things, but nobody's really standing behind any of it, like,
oh my
stop
gosh, you
stop
sound like us
talking
forever.
stop talking the sauce and just be a boss. Just do it. Okay? All right. I'm done.
Mhm. No,
That's
it's the truth.
go ahead.
Yes.
Um, but that brings me to the whole thing of what do you think we can do as a people, especially as Black women, to kind of combat this crabs in the barrel mentality?
Unfortunately it takes work. It's going to continue to take work, and This stuff is like embedded from generations. I mean, for real. And people, I was saying this on a show on the Jam. We last year we did they had like a notable African Americans segment, and they had a number of people, and I was on the panel, and I was talking about how, women get into these positions, certain positions, and they get this information, and not only are they getting the information, but they're getting exposed to major opportunities and things, but they want to hold that stuff and keep it to themselves when they can just pass a little on to the other sisters, to help the other sisters to grow. And that crabs in the barrel mentality is what's keeping us from growing. But see, the thing is, we got to have people like ourselves that continue to be vocal, to continue to stay positive, to continue to do the right thing instead of putting energy into the fact that these certain or particulars, choose to be the way they are, because eventually we will outshine them, you know? And, so instead of holding on to the energy, of what they're not doing, let's just do something better ourselves. That's it. Period. It's a waste. We give power to and eventually, let me tell you something. You know, remember back in school, you had some bullies, and the bullies, they got to the point where didn't nobody want to be around them. They realized that, oh, you're not cool. We want to be around you. They were like, okay, well, dang, nobody want to be around me. Nah, cause you a bully. But if I'm gonna be a bully, I'm gonna have to stay this. So I'm gonna stay this way. Either stay this way, stay in this corner, go and join the crowd, make some friends, and become a better person. Sometimes it gets like that, and that's even in this big girl, black girl society of ours. It
Yeah.
just, I've seen legends, black girl, black boy society, legends take people's names, getting money off of other people's names, and like to this day, it's like recent. I'm like, okay, this doesn't make sense. Like, why are we doing this? It's not fair. It's not okay, you know. But we got to keep shining. That's all. Keep doing, and the message will get across to some that need to hear it and receive it. The others, let's pray for them. That's all. Okay.
You said let's pray for him. And, and I agree. That's why I think things that are so important, like the No Crabs in the Barrel movement, because of the fact it's all about collaborating and building relationships, not just in the states, but around the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Erica said, when Goddess came on her show, she had already heard about No Crabs in the Barrel because I'd been hashtagging it since Goddess
Yeah,
created the freaking website.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. I'd seen it all over. It was all over Instagram. That's where I noticed it the most. And then when she came out, I was like,
No, thank you.
oh, okay, yeah. I've been
You
watching
made me feel so
you.
good. And I had to keep
I
thinking
was like, I've been
Danaya. I'm like,
watching
wait.
you. Somebody added, who's that? Adelina? What was
yes,
she
that
saying?
Adelina, that's one of my fabulous moderators. She said, I have a problem with that. When I have returning clients, that get the same hair done. I have something new. Like it's hard for her to repost the same pictures. One thing that I could say what I would do is like you can change the color, you can change the style. There are so many different programs you can kind of turn that picture into a video. There are different ways to kind of play with the same content, right?
Oh, well, okay. Now I got something for you, Adeline. Okay. Am I saying that right? Okay, because I
Yes,
ain't got my
ma'am.
glasses on. Okay. So,
Mm-hmm.
if you're a hairstylist, you can do other type of content. Like you could do tips and tricks. You can, maybe certain things that you've tested, new color you've tested. You can do certain types of videos that wrap around beauty. And then what happens is that your social media, that video is tagged by social media, so it'll show up the word beauty, lifestyle, motivation, food, whatever that is that you do. And also another thing is that, like, and I'll just use TikTok as an example. Like TikTok, is short form content. So on there, they do a lot of, they say find your niche, so an area that you're in, and just focus on that, right? So if you're like, posting, how to, make a simple color, how to mix a color, whatever the tip is, or whatever the trick is, based on your particular trade, something that people may have not thought about. Think about the fact that everybody's home right now. And while I know it's a situation where people, y'all really don't want them to get their hair done. I mean, what's worse is them coming to your head, and their hair is like, I don't know if y'all saw that video, the pedicure is going to have some issues when they go back, so
Woo,
it's like,
honey.
the hairstylist, that's definitely going to be maybe some things that they can do to at least prep their hair, or
Yes.
maintain their hair during this time. Y'all
Yeah.
do those maintenance hairstyles, you
Yep.
know, tell them some things they can do at home to maintain their hair while they're at home. Yeah.
Exactly. And with that, I know Erica has to get on out of here because she has another watch party for another television show she's been working on. Yes, but we
Yes.
definitely gonna have you
Bebo
back for sure.
Weekly. Bebo
Definitely have to have you
Weekly.
back.
Yep, Bebo Weekly. It's a women's based program. It's the second season. I'm on the first episode, which is today, where we've got a number of Bebo ladies, amazing women in various industries, that are doing their thing. And so I'm just really excited about that. So that debuted at 7 o'clock today, where I'm talking about stimulus checks, y'all, and I keep it real. So, you can watch it after y'all
Yeah.
after this show. You got to come through this show first. Then you can watch that show. You can go and find it on Bebo Weekly at beboweekly.com. Today is the anniversary of my sister and I meeting each other live on TLC on This Is Life Live. So it's a special day for
Yes.
me. And we watched the videos, and I watched the video, and I was tearing up, and I was not tearing up. I take it back. I was crying, bawling my eyes out, just
Yeah.
like it just happened yesterday. And so it's just truly a blessing to be able to share my story and be able to share it with the world. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on your first of many in
Yes.
your renewed,
Yes.
brand new girl platform. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
And Goddess, I love you, girl. Love your energy. You unicorn,
Thank
you
you.
girl. You know you bad, girl. You know you bad, girl.
Listen, I can't wait until we actually like get some time to really
Yes.
collaborate because
Yes.
I'm telling you, Danaya tells me all the time she can't wait for you to see everything I have to offer. So I'm excited.
Yes. 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 I'm so looking forward to it. Oh, look at that. Oh, Adelina said, thank you. What she say, Danny? You got, I don't have
That
my
helps.
glasses.
Yeah, she said that helps. Good ideas. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
So.
welcome. You're welcome. It's like for real, and I'm about to get off of here, but it's about thinking outside of the box.
Yes.
Things that you would do in your normal skill set that, you can transform into something that, to still keep your client, and draw in more clients, I mean,
Yep.
shoot. Girl, you better get them checks on social media. I'm just saying,
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, so good luck. Blessings to you.
Yes, thank you so much for coming
Yes.
on. Make sure you guys follow Erica Porter MBA and all social media at Erica Porter MBA. If you happen to miss it out, make sure I type it in the comments multiple times throughout the night. Thank you so much,
Thank
Erica.
you, Erica.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yes,
Yes, we'll
and grab
talk
her
soon.
book, Confessions of a Media Man, because it's thebomb.com. You can see if you go onto the thumbnail of this video, that has where to get it right there. Go to Amazon, all that. Grab that book because you're gonna cry and just be inspired. All of that. Okay.
Thanks, girl. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a
Love
great
you
night.
too. Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Shout out to Erica for the MBA for coming through. Yes. Hello, goddess. How are you, Miss Lady?
Hey, boo.
So yes,
I'm good. I was listening.
yes, I'm excited because like this is the first time I've like created like my own like platform in terms of like in terms of StreamYard. And so I was like, I have all the branding stuff. Shout out to K First Entertainment, HFL Magazine. Make sure you guys grab your copy of the latest edition of HFL Magazine called Bend But Not Break Edition. And that's at www.k4sent.com. Yes.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was playing with
So
it.
not only do you have, okay, so Danaya has her stuff coming, right? And this is the first episode, and then we also have the podcast coming. So y'all know we about to be real busy.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like extremely proud of you because you are built for this, Danaya. You eat, sleep, live, and breathe radio. So I'm definitely happy that you got the opportunity to bring it back.
Yes. Speaking of, since we are on the brand new Azure radio platform, this is the time to announce that Next Legacy is coming back on Sunday. So we will be on air. I'll probably be on air and on here to figure it out. I have not done blog talk at this at the same time, so I got to figure out the sound issues. But this guy will be coming with me, so
this your moment. Don't talk about me.
So I'm excited to kind of just to see it's a where it's a for me it's more the fact of just kind of just seeing how everything's going, seeing who's there and whatnot, seeing what the vibe is because if the vibe ain't right, no, I'm just saying, like I said, as y'all know, I got shows already, so if the vibe's not right, I'll be doing all my stuff on here. Either way, everything will be transferred onto here, so you guys, if you miss it that night, you will get it either the next day or that week. You'll be able to hear every single show on here. We're going to do commentary. We're going to keep that going for sure, no matter what. So,
yes, and I'm nervous because I've never been on anybody's radio show before, but I'm built for it. So I'm ready.
For it. It's just a matter of chilling. It's literally the same thing that we're doing is what we do. We talk, we do it. Sometimes we do an interview. Most of the time we do an interview, and then we bring everybody in and just have a conversation. I know we've been talking about coronavirus. We've been talking about
coronavirus.
Yeah. All that. So yep. So so I'm like, yeah, whatever. I ain't monetized. They ain't gonna do nothing to me. They're not even paying attention to me right now. Yes, please like this video if you have not already done so. Please like this video and make sure that you do as just about 5 cents says. Turn that red button gray if you have not already done so, and subscribe, man. Ooh, so I'm sorry I had to talk about the production company because especially with everything that's coming out right now, we've been talking about the fact that, child, if you cannot find it on social media, it does not exist. Period.
But I like what she said though, because honestly, everything she said has been the same thing we have been preaching on this platform for months. And it's really sad that people say that they're down and they want to help each other, and honestly, people say it but they don't reciprocate it, or they'll say they want to help and they want everybody to stick together, and then when it's time to reach out or to get some advice or something like that, they're nowhere to be found. They don't want to actually help you. So that's why, when she, thanks to you, Danaya, when she said that about the no crabs in a barrel, hashtag on Instagram, it's like, yeah, like y'all wonder why we go so hard for like our names and our brands and stuff. It's because you don't know the back end and the meaning behind it, and you're trying to throw, negativity on top of something that's supposed to be great. We already have enough people trying to hold us back, definitely within our own communities. They don't want to see us move forward because they don't have the the mentality to do it themselves. And it's sad that people want to hold each other back instead of actually working with each other. So I appreciate Miss Erica, and I can't wait until she casts me on one of her shows.
Right? Yes.
I'm gonna just go ahead and speak that into existence.
Oh yes. Yes. Absolutely. And I think what's so crazy is that like when I was listening back to the interview with HFL magazine owner K Force Entertainment, he was talking about the crabs in the barrel mentality, and so it's like it's really really interesting that like people have been talking about this for years, but Goddess is the one that has the website. Just saying. I'm just saying.
Which I'm updating the website to you guys. So give me a minute. Because that's another thing I want to bring up really quickly. When Erica was talking, because I didn't want to cut her off or anything, but when she was speaking on being social media present all the time, people don't understand. We might be sitting in a house, or it might not look like we're not doing anything, but honey, let me tell you something. You got to make sure all your Facebook, your Periscope, your TikTok, your YouTube, your Instagram, they all have to be up to date. They all need pictures. They all need hashtags. They all need branding. And then on top of that, you have to do your editing. You have to make sure that it's professional. You have to make sure that you're adding people, blocking negative messages. It's like it's over and over and over. It's a full-time job. It's not from 5 to 6. No. It's every time you wake up, you picking up your phone and you're editing. You're working on your brand. You're changing everything. And then on top of that, you have people to see you all the time. Like in the virtual world, one day is like a week for people.
Yes.
And people don't understand that. And sometimes people get tired, but you have to put on your game face and still come on here, and not just on YouTube. Like I said, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, and thankfully, when you can go live, some of them let you stream from multiple platforms, but not Instagram, honey.
I know. Yes. Shout out to StreamYard though. Like I'm streaming on my YouTube and my Facebook right now, so I'm loving this. And I can see all the comments in the same place. I said, yes, honey, I'm liking this situation. Makes my life easier. I can't wait till StreamYard comes out with the honey, because we've been plugging them, so we're gonna definitely have to get down with that.
It really is a struggle, and and I know we say this all the time, but it's really sad to see people that just don't want to see you prosper. It's really sad to see that and I told you this the other night, I'm not sure if I told you online or offline, but I was like, for the type of interviews that you do, definitely the previous interviews that you've been uploading, I'm so shocked that it's not, at least 10,000 people in here, because people love interviews. People love going back to the time, definitely from 90s R&B singers. You know what I'm saying? People love to go back to the 90s for just a brief second with certain interviews. So I just, like I said, I try to speak it into existence so that by the time we blink, or next year, or 2 years, even if it's 2 years from now, that we are all in our prospective places on our platforms, because we are all talented enough and we all work hard, So I just hope it works out. Well, it will work out. Excuse me.
Oh yeah. Because like I said, the interviews got the views when they needed to get them. So they got the downloads. We broke Blog Talk a couple times.
Right, and I'm just speaking on YouTube, because she definitely is trending everywhere else. Don't get it twisted. I still want to be on YouTube, because that's still another stream of income that you could be getting.
Yep. And that's what's gonna come. It's like not if, when. Absolutely. That's why we're getting this. That's why we're getting these we're gonna get these 4,000 hours. Because that's what they want. They want to get 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. So we're gonna work on that. and just keep grinding. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on
And I'm
grinding.
trying to keep this professional, so I'll wait until a later time to speak on something else.
Oh man, I love it. But I think like I said, I've always said quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Like the one thing I don't think people understand is people like Erica don't do a ton of interviews because why? Because they got other stuff to do. You heard her. She said she's like there's a TV show debuting just right now, as she was on here, and I was like, how much time do I have? I said we can do 30 minutes. He said okay, because I have to go and be on another and go and premiere another television show. Like this isn't like so like when people like that give you their time, you respect it and you make sure that you're out here on time. This is why punctuality is important. Because if not, you're gonna miss the opportunity. Period. I think people don't understand that.
Well, listen. I was like, I'm here. Yep. I'm here.
Yep.
I'm here. Mm-hmm.
Punctuality is very important. Time is so important when it comes to production, especially production, because time, the amount of money it costs to have a hairstylist, a makeup artist, photographer, studio time. Like this is what people don't understand. Y'all sitting there and watching people kind of just play on YouTube, and they're not showing you what's really going on. They're not showing you the fact that it took them 2 hours to get their hair done, an hour, 45 minutes to get their makeup done. It took 3 hours.
Nails too. Nails are. It takes a while.
Like my nail set, my set takes 3.5 to 4 hours, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, and definitely when you have to do your opposite hand, like that's the most thing when you start doing your own nails, is learning how to do your opposite hand.
I'm not even doing my own nails. That's the sad part. Like it's because of the way that she does it. It's the poly gel.
Yeah.
It's Gel X, and so you have to actually build the nail and all that kind of stuff, and so that takes time. But they come out fabulous, and damn it, they still going. So hey, I was like, oh well, okay then. Shout out to my nail tech Josie. Yes, love her. I cannot wait till this is over so I can get my.
Can y'all please social distance so that we please like. I'm trying not to go there, but I don't know what's going on with Georgia. But please send them people back home.
Atlanta's shout out to Keisha Mary Bottom. She's like Keisha Bottom. She's like no. She's like no. Can we not? Can we not? Can we absolutely not? Can y'all stay home?
Saying, like if y'all haven't even got it under control yet, why send people back out there like that?
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. They're gonna watch. I guarantee you, what's gonna happen is they're gonna do it for 2 days and be like, "Oh, maybe we shouldn't do this. Hold on, wait, we change our mind because this isn't working. It makes no sense. Like Chicago just found out we have another month. We said, oh. But I'm gonna say, yes, contributions are appreciated, but not required at all. But you can go to just $DD for you jewelry. That's $DD for you jewelry. Yeah, but like we just found a way to stay in the house for another month. But what I'm thinking of it as, okay, that's 1 more month. But that's also 1 more month that I can sit up here and work on these daggone workshops. And we have 26 done so far. So by the time we're done with this whole thing, we'll probably have about 60 workshops done. That means that's 60 workshops that we can do in person if we need to, or virtual, located on an application that I'm helping to build. Again, when people think, oh, I'm like, people are like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I work online. Now that's making sense to people now.
Oh yeah, they definitely coming into our arena now
because they have no choice.
But they also see how you want to know what's so funny to me when I see like these celebrities and stuff get on YouTube and they got the camera shaking and they They can't get it right, but they always talk about how YouTubers are so, it's
Yeah.
always we're not as great as something, but yet we just witnessed Teddy and Babyface
Ooh,
sit over
child.
there and couldn't even get their sound right. Okay.
Mm,
So
mm,
I'm gonna
mm.
need y'all to stop coming for YouTubers because we work hard too, and we're doing it by ourselves. We don't have a crew unless we making over probably a million. If I say a million subscribers or something, they got a crew then.
Yeah.
But most of us don't have crews, and we getting it done.
Yes. Yep. Yep. And I think what's so crazy is that when it comes to when it comes to the amount of work that goes into all of this, people have no idea, and which is why they're so quick to tear it down because they don't know. Like you get mad when you see us respond to things, which we will not be doing anymore. Just saying. But you get mad when you see the response to something, but not really understanding where the anger comes from, because the reputation that we've built is what's at stake. If we just if we allowed people to just sit up here and throw dirt on our names constantly, that would mean that our branding would be fucked up. And nobody's trying to do that. I've worked too hard on my brand. I've had my brand since I was 10 years old. What we not gonna do is try to claim that I was ever fake, phony, or whatever, because that is not true. Now, what I will say is that I can be cordial to people that I don't like. There's a difference. That's called being a fucking grown up. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. People don't understand that there is a certain way that you need to conduct yourself and have decorum, whether you are online or offline. Every single person that has met me, aside from a couple of exes, will tell you specifically that I'm the same person online or offline. Period. That's important. You never want to have this online persona to the point of the fact that people meet you in person, they're like, "Who the hell is that? What?" And I've had a couple of those. So on Periscope, I was like, "You are a lot nicer online. What is this in person thing? Ooh, you can't. I would not book you because your energy's off." So, I would book Goddess because I talked to her offline, and I
Oh, thank you.
oh hell yeah, in a heartbeat, no question, no question. I'd book you for anything, like for hair, makeup, nails, whatever. Absolutely no questions asked. And make sure that you're doing well for people. No, there's no question about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I know that when I see you in person, it's gonna be the same energy. There's no question about that. You can't say the same for everybody else. Like I would, Deanna, I met her in person, and she's absolutely amazing. Like I said, you can't say the same for every single person that you meet off offline. Um, but it's sad because this should be. You should be one person. You're good, man. No worries. You can tell people's energy through the computer, through the phone. You really, really can. I'm glad that we stepped away from certain situations because that wouldn't have worked well in person. I can already see. Because when you don't care about your appearance on
Right.
video, I can't be comfortable taking a selfie with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna work.
And that's one thing that I'm learning too, because I did hear Erica say that, and she was saying that like people don't understand, even though we are on social media, it's still a business. And that's why I took it upon myself to say, you know what, I'm gonna start watching what I come out with now. I'm gonna start watching how I respond now, because at the end of the day, when you do respond to people and stuff like that, it's still your brand, it's still your business, and people, you never know who's watching. People want to sponsor you, but they
Yes.
don't want to sponsor you because you done curse 20 people out, and even if you're even if it's not your fault, or if you're reacting to something, it's still a way to go about it. And that's the lesson I had to learn this year. So it's really hard. It's very, very hard not to respond, but but I'm learning like to take a hit as far as for now, because I know it won't be long term. You know what I'm saying? I'm so over it as far as responding now. And I think that's the biggest lesson I had to learn on here, is to know that like no matter what I say, no matter how much proof I have, no matter, how many times I'm telling people what it is, at the end of the day, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. You don't have to respond. You don't owe people that, because those same people are not the ones that's going to support you after you're actually putting out real content. You're speaking on positive stuff and putting out content that's not negative based,
Yep. Exactly.
So it is a struggle, but I have to constantly keep telling myself, I know I'm better. I know I have more to offer, and I just gotta, tunnel vision at this point.
Yep. Yeah, and a ton of vision is what you have to have, because you have to get to the point where you're like, okay, they said XYZ. All right, I'm gonna just prove them wrong. Period. That's it. Like that's like no response needed. I'm gonna just go ahead and like,
Put
yeah,
comment up here.
lights. What you mean? I'm just saying.
Put Adelena's comment up here.
Hold on, wait.
I'm a one-stop shop. Adelena, that's what you're telling me.
Come on, yes.
I want Goddess to do my nails and makeup and my reading. It should be some kind of sweepstakes to get a bundle fundraiser winner wins all 3 for a charity. That is so cute. Adelena, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot this.
Yes, I like that. I like that idea. I actually love that idea.
I don't remember this. You never know what may happen. See, because once you get enough people, enough subscribers, they actually do meet and greets and stuff like that. So it actually would be possible.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Allegedly says this sounds like a podcast. You work well together. Yes, very, very
we
true.
have a podcast coming.
Yes.
But thank you. Okay, so this is her radio show, right? And then we also have the podcast coming, but it won't just be me and her. It'll be me, Danaya, Madam, and Zarina. Yes. And then we're going to have like guest hosts, which would be like just my 5. And as we move up, we'll add different people on to come on for different shows and stuff. So thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, definitely. I think one thing that I've learned about this platform specifically is that you can overcome negativity and craziness. Shout out to China Fox, and she originally, I originally met her through Facebook, because she went viral for snapping on somebody, and very respectfully, but it was just like that powerful, like, oh, okay, girl, yeah, okay, and then I followed her over here to YouTube, and I've seen people lie, like blatantly lie on her, and she's had to overcome a lot on this platform, but she is still on here and thriving. Damn it. I'm saying? She's a badass singer, author, getting her degree, all of that. And all of that could have been overshadowed by the negativity that was on here, but she didn't let that stop her. And if that is not someone that's resilient, man, and still killing the game, I'm definitely gonna have her back on here, because I had her on my show in person a few months ago. Actually, that was last year when I was at IMS. Shout out to Illinois Media School. So I'm definitely gonna have her back on here so you guys can meet her, because I'm sure you guys heard of her, but you haven't seen the real her. Like, she's just a really, really amazing person. People mad because she's smart and she's loud when she needs to be. That's all it is. Same thing with guys. Like, they're mad that they mad because she can respond well. That's the same concept, same basic concept. The only difference is they've been China's just been doing YouTube longer. That's the only difference. They both have the same amazing qualities. And they're all both misunderstood on here because people lie on them because they're mad.
Ooh, let's not talk about misunderstood, child. We'll be on here another hour.
Child. Well, like I said, and I've said it on multiple occasions, and it's my platform, so I'm gonna say what the fuck I want. The problem is people are mad because of the way that Goddess responded. Won't be doing it anymore, but that's what she did. That's why they were upset. She no longer needs to because she's doing other stuff.
I'm not doing that no more.
No. She got things like join buttons and badass subscribers.
Hello, my name is Kellyanne.
Unicorn gang in the building. Like, what you mean? There's no need to respond to the negativity anymore. Because the lies that you attempted to put a stain on her name didn't work, honey. Because if you Google hashtag no crabs in the barrel, boom, proof right there.
Yeah, it's definitely okay, so I know that people are just getting to know about all of this stuff, but I just had to approve 500 people on my no crabs in the barrel yesterday. I mean, I appreciate it. But that's a lot of clicking. Confirm. I appreciate it. We definitely taking off.
That's what's up.
But child, I was over here. That's why I said do not listen. Social media is a hard thing to do, honey, because definitely when you're doing it by yourself, because I had to click 500 times confirm, okay, on Facebook alone. And then I went back and it was another 250. I said, excuse me. I don't know what's happening.
Yes.
That was allegedly on Facebook.
Come through, yes.
And I said, okay.
Right,
not gonna answer the question.
Well, damn, okay.
I'm not gonna, I don't want to question the universe. I'm just saying my fingers. my fingers.
She said my fingers.
Okay. But yeah, I'm definitely not like my name as far as I've noticed that, how do I say this? Because I'm trying to say it professionally. Okay, so I've noticed that since I've been putting out professional content that has nothing to do with specific things, that people are coming into my lives and are trying to sway conversation and pull me back into things, right? And I just want to say for the content creators, y'all got to be careful because people are really like getting, what's the word, Danaya?
Disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. And I'm trying to use it in a way because I don't want to say this actual word, but it starts with a P and it ends with an N. They are trying to get onto your StreamYard and play things.
Yeah.
So that they can have a reason to flag your channel. Okay. And one thing I do want to say is that when people have to go that far to try to destroy you, and this is another reason why I said I want to move on away from the sector, is because we don't even make, like, if you understand how much people do in this sector for so little, you all could really be trying to do stuff and put this energy into stuff that actually help you.
Yes.
If you have that much energy to do this to people who you don't know, if you put all of that energy into yourself and your brand and your content, you can be doing something or trying to monetize off of something because you clearly have enough time to try to destroy other people. We are all the same. All we do is choose to click the live button and give people a piece of ourselves. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say. Just if you're a content creator, just be careful. Don't automatically click whoever is in your backstage on StreamYard, because what they're doing is coming in under names, and then as soon as you click them onto your live stream, they'll start playing stuff with the P that ends with the N and try to take your channel down. And I don't feel anyone deserves their channel to be taken if they have not set up here and did anything. What's the word?
They have not lied, cheated, stole. That should be having their channel snatched.
So many words, but yeah.
You know, I mean, just abuse children, all that stuff. There's a lot of things that should be gone. And some people still have platforms, which I don't understand, but whatever. You know, I think when it comes to YouTube specifically, I'm going to keep on saying it because y'all still don't get it. YouTube is a search engine. If you're trying to build a digital brand and you're messing up on YouTube, ooh, baby. People who have been doing F-ish. Yes, perfect example. But if you are trying to build a brand and you are messing up on YouTube, you are hurting your brand. I do not think you understand that whether you want to get a job or go to school, colleges, if you are in high school, hold on, wait a minute. As a matter of fact, TikTokers, freaking Snapchatters, Instagram, all you little brats that sit up here and do all this racist mess on your social media things don't disappear. Honey, there's something called screen recording. Okay, there's something called screen recording. So in your 24 hours, your mess gets recorded. And your ignorant self is sitting there, and your mommy and your daddy can't save you, honey. Because by the time it gets to them, it's gone 1,000,000 times around the world. It's been shared 10,000 times. You done gone viral, and now it's gone back to your school, and all that money mommy and daddy done spent is gone. So stop it with the ignorant, with the, I'm gonna just say whatever I want to. I'm gonna say the N word 10,000 times. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go put some monkeys up and say some black folks. All that needs to go, because what's gonna happen is gonna not only is black Twitter gonna come for you and destroy your brand, and you ain't never gonna make no money, ever. But you're gonna lose all your scholarships and all of that stuff. And your opportunity to actually get jobs or get legit jobs. If you ain't trying to work for the White House that's currently there, you need to stop this mess now. Because what we're not gonna do is sit up here and allow this mess to continue. Now I'm gonna say this because these people don't know about me. So I grew up as an activist. So yes, I'm not gonna entertain the mess that's going on in the sector, but I'm gonna tell you flat out, period, point blank, I will always respond to BS and racism and homophobia. All that will be a response, no questions asked. Sometimes it'll be nice and quaint. Sometimes it will not. It just depends on the kind of mood I'm in. Because the problem is the fact that too many people sit back and just kind of be like, well, you know, that happened, this and the third. No. We've been telling you about ignorant that trying to get in the sector. We've been telling y'all about that, but no. Everyone wants to respond now. I've been done. Sorry. So go back and look at some of the videos. That was done already. Been there, done that. Go ahead back and recheck. We've been telling you. But now y'all want our answers. No, sorry. Y'all let that fool in here. That's y'all problems now. Period. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, people don't get it. Like, then like these kids are sitting up in here, high school and college, and just like, I'm home, so I can just say whatever I want to. And my school's not gonna see this mess. I can be racist and ignorant and do blackface and all this crap, and nobody's gonna see it. Honey, it's the internet. Everybody sees it. You stupid bitch. What are you doing? So your privilege is showing. Hashtag your privilege is showing. Stop.
Exactly.
Isn't it funny when I start yelling, all of a sudden the numbers go up? I love that shit. Anyways, it's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. When I'm calm and sweet, whatever, when I start being like, oh no, y'all got me fucked up, then it's all of a sudden it's, oh my goodness, what's going on?
Girl, I am multitasking. I'm not gonna lie.
You good? Trust.
Because I'm on here with you, and then I'm on here on Facebook with Erica. So
You good? Trust. You are good. You are
and
good.
I'm half asleep, but I'm here.
Yes, you are definitely here for sure.
You never know who's watching you. Exactly, this my 5.
Mm-hmm.
Why did it end?
Because Facebook acting crazy. No, we started back up.
Oh, you heard me? I thought I was muted. Sorry.
No, you good, child. No, you girl, child. We are so people don't understand. We do this for real. We're not just on here. We are social media content creators, not just YouTube content creators. Social media content creators. You know how many social media platforms there are right now? The main ones are Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I'm getting into TikTok. I'm trying. I swear. Periscope. I get back to
I have a Periscope, honey. I'm trying to figure out Periscope and Instagram can combine. So when I go live, it could just go live more.
But you can connect your Periscope and your YouTube and have that go simultaneously. So that's not true. Like I said, I'm too excited to be streaming to Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Like what? And I can see the comments all there. Like, ooh, I'm super geeked. Super duper geeked. You know, but it's like I said, people don't realize the power of social media, and that's the problem. They really, really do not understand the power of social media. Like the reason I'm working with the magazine is because of the fact that the owners, when I had my jewelry on the cover, and it was the smallest section, I put that cover everywhere. Nobody saw my face for 2 months. The owner was like, "Who is this person that's advertising my thing and I'm not paying them yet?" And that put him on notice to be like, "Oh, let me see who this is." You know what I'm saying? He's like, all he knew was that before that, all he knew was that I made jewelry. That was it. But then after that, he was like, "Wow, you're really good at this. You're really good at promoting people, and all of that." And he was like, "All right, let's try this. You know, let's try you posting for this. Let's try you helping me get some talent for the magazine." And now currently, I'm the lead marketing consultant for that magazine that you see in the corner, Child's Asian Fun Magazine. Grab your copy right now. You can get the Bend But Not Break edition featuring, featuring some incredible people. Paige Frazier, Vanzo Scott, G Get Money, Pinky Ring, Tanisha Terrell, like so many phenomenal people that just definitely doing the daggone thing right now. Mm-hmm. You know, but it's like, but this wouldn't, none of that would have happened if I just been like, okay, well, I have a feature. I'm gonna just post my stuff occasionally. I'm gonna just share some stuff. No, I attacked it like it was mine. Like I already had the job, and now I do. You know, with Erica, like it was so crazy because the way that was so crazy about the way that we met was I literally looked at her resume. And there was an event the next day, and I was like, all right, I got to meet this person. All I want to do is meet her. I was like, if I could just say hi to her, that'd be awesome. Because I was like, whew, that's some power in the room. Mind you, it's pouring down. It's cold. Ain't nobody coming out nowhere. But it was like 6 of us, maybe 10 in that room where she was speaking the very first time I met her. But because I came out, because I spoke to her, because I came prepared, because I came and I'm like, hey, you know, it'd be awesome if you could take a photo with the magazine, you know, and yada yada yada. She did that the first day I met her, which is now developed into the fact of me working alongside her. The television clip that I played in when the show first started, it was so funny because I was already planning to play that clip before I knew it was the 3-year anniversary of that show that I was actually featured on, that's currently still on TLC.com. So when I say the way that you treat people can determine your future, I mean that shit. Period. People that sit up there and play all these games, this and the third, and when a lion says that I did XYZ, they're regretting all of that right now. Whether it be on here or on Facebook or whatever. They're regretting all of that right now. Because they're sitting there stagnant doing nothing. They had a platform for 2 minutes and they screwed that up because they built it on negativity. When you build your platform on negativity, all that happens is you have people that'll be with you for a little while, and the minute you just say something they don't like, they gone. Period. Point blank. But I digress. Mm-mm. Um, Adelina. So hold on, wait. Let me text this real quick. You said where'd it go? You said Adelina said I'm hesitant to go on panels anymore because I'm like, oh crap, I didn't want so and so to hear that. Got to be careful on social media. Let me just say this for a fact. You have to be careful what panels you go on. That is true. But if you come on my panel, you come on Guys' panel, you come on Madam's panel, you will never ever have that problem. Period. You will never have that issue. Do not be afraid to get on to get on a panel because of the fact that you think you're going to say the wrong thing. Because at the end of the day, though, the whole thing about a panel is about getting different opinions. She said, "I'll speak my mind, but personal business is tricky. So opening up and not knowing who listens. Oh, absolutely. You do have to be very careful of what you say. That is true. That is always true. You always be very careful of what you say when it comes to social media. And that.
Wait, my 5. You said me too. What, boo?
Hold on, wait.
Sorry. Yeah, like it be a lot of stuff that I really do want to get up here and talk to y'all about, but due to the sector and the immaturity in this sector, it causes a lot of us to shut down or close off because once you start speaking on stuff that we all go through, definitely as women every single day, from the little stuff to the big stuff. Once you start opening up about it in this sector, they will use it to harm you every chance they get. So it will cause you to shut down and not want to talk about it. It'll cause you. Look at what they do now. They pick at people over stuff that's not even true.
Right.
You imagine if you get on here and pull your heart out to have an actual conversation with people, because there's other people going through stuff. Even with my spirituality and me getting up here and trying to open that part off to you guys, and y'all see that I'm a little more reserved and closed off from that now because I don't like the jokes that people make. It's not funny, and it's not cool to use stuff like that against people. And I'm not saying that we haven't all fell into that same category as far as going back and forth with each other. But one thing about me, even when I used to roast people, I didn't have to look you up. I didn't have to try to find your great grandmother's ovaries, and stuff like that. So, they just move differently on this side of the sector. And I don't think it's just me. I think it's a lot of us that just choose not to say certain things because it's like, do you want to be picked on about it? Do you want to have to look up every day and people throw that back in your face? You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lose in this sector sometimes. So that's why I am glad I got the membership button. And if you guys notice, everyone did not get a membership button.
Yep.
Okay, because people tried to make it seem as if everybody was getting one, and everybody, like YouTube was just handing them out.
Hey, cancel.
When that wasn't the case, because I haven't seen anybody else pop up yet with one. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to, no, actually I am. I am trying to. I am. I'm not gonna lie anymore. I think that YouTube recognized that even though I was a small content creator, I've had numerous viral videos. Okay. And I think that for one reason or another, they started acknowledging certain people and certain people got it. And but to stray away from that, I'm just glad that I have the membership now because I don't have to get, like, if I want to have a personal conversation with y'all, I can actually do that where people can't even see that we're live.
Yep.
And earlier When did I go live? Earlier today, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Yeah, earlier when I did the live about the bad baby subject and
Oh,
how people come into the live, trying to show stuff with a P to end with an N. Hey, Karen Sobu. And, and that just showed me like I'm just so happy that I do have that button because, people will do any and everything to take everything that you work so hard for from you. People
yeah,
don't understand the nights that content creators stayed up editing. How many times? Listen, you can edit something. And I keep telling y'all this, even about that video I made that went viral with art about Drea Kelly.
right.
You can edit something and make sure everything is up to par, is exactly how you want it. And you can get to the very end and it says one little thing that you didn't even recognize has messed up.
Yep.
So now you have to go back from all those hours of editing and then you have to put it back together and make sure it's in the same sequence of how you envisioned it, how you envisioned it, because you're putting it together yourself. So
Mm-hmm.
trying to replicate something that you already envisioned the first time, just the smallest thing can make you upset because you had it right in your head the first time.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to all the content creators. That's all I gotta say because
A lot of work.
it no matter what people say, or try to downgrade or make people seem like they're less than. It takes a lot to get up here and edit. It takes a lot to even want to come on camera every day. Even when we come up here and we just have our pictures, that's still time that people are getting. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? And people take that for granted sometimes. And like I told you guys the last time, it really does. It's really heartbreaking that people aren't even interested in having adult conversations. And there's people on this platform that are older than us, keeping up drama and emailing and sending stuff. And it's just like, it's no hope. Like people, I look at it as of right now, it's no hope for this sector. And I don't care how people feel about it. I'm actually starting to unsubscribe from a lot of people because I don't want it in my feed. I don't want it in my analytics. I'm over it.
Right.
I appreciate the people, the subscribers that I do have that have supported me through the good and the bad. I really do appreciate you guys. And that's why I said, for the people that are here with me right now, I appreciate you because once the platform does start to really take off, I want to
Yeah.
make sure that when I see you guys in the chat, if I do a live or go live, I can, say y'all names first, and shout y'all out first because people sometimes don't understand that. And I keep saying this, but sometimes people can't see what's not right in front of them,
Right.
and I've been trying to tell myself that lately. Like, I might not see the 100,000 followers right now, but I know it's coming.
Yep.
I might not see 50,000 people in my chat, but I know it's coming because what people fail to realize is not always about what you have at that moment. It's about certain people seeing you. All it takes is for one or two videos, like I said, because that's what got me monetized in the first place, to go viral. That's all it takes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to put myself in a position where I go back to who I was before I jumped into all of this mess and drama. Because listen, I came on here my first 2 months, I already had a viral video. So
Yep.
if I can get back to the person I was before all of this, that's what I'm focused on right now.
When you get back to that, not if, but when. And Adelina said something really, really telling. So she said, for example, I if I get channel small, I feel more comfortable, but I don't even know now because my name will be attached to either suicide or overcoming addiction. Okay, so and then she said maybe I should change my photo. So this is the kind of things that, like, this is why I'm so happy that I got us as a membership. Um, because these are the kind of things that we can help you guys with. Like, that's exactly what the no guys. That's exactly what it's for. So, like, if you're uncomfortable going live publicly, then we can, like, then Alexa, that we can have, like, just like meeting on the membership page and just talking about the things, that the do's and don'ts of going live, making sure that your phone is off so the fucking thing's not screaming the whole time. Notifications are going off 10,000 times. Really, y'all, like content creators, for real, turn your phone on silent. Put the damn thing on do not disturb. For the love of all things holy, I should know how many messages you get through. I know y'all think it's cute when you get a Cash App sound. It's irritating. Just saying.
Yeah, and people don't understand that we like it's so much, and that's why I said shout out to the content creators because I know what it feel like to stay up hours at a time, editing something or trying to even to make a picture look
Yes.
more professional. You know what I'm saying? Even when I came on here excited when I did when I did you guys pictures and stuff, I was more excited than they were. I was like. I was like, look, y'all, I did it. And I'm going to take your pictures off of Facebook and I'm going to do this. And I already sent it to you. And now I'm going to do this. And now I'm going to do your background. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was just so excited because when you are a content creator and you start figuring out how to do stuff yourself, it's so many people. And once again, this is why I started No Crabs in a Barrel, because it'll be content creators that will not tell you the do's and don'ts. They don't give you a warning. They do a video on everything else under the sun, but you do not have a video where it says the do's and don'ts.
Nope.
Well, this is what you can do. This is what you can't do. Don't do this. Ignore this. You know what I'm saying? And it's important because I'm telling you, had I known that it got this real on YouTube, baby, Kelly? My name is Kelly. Kelly. I wouldn't have responded to anything. My name is Kelly. I would come my comments home. My name is Kelly.
Right?
Kelly. Mm-mm. No.
Hours. Just not
I
Friday.
said, oh, girl, and when that thing takes hours to process, okay.
Child, the very first video major video that I edited, it was like a promo or whatever. That damn thing was 90 seconds. That thing took 20 some hours to work on. I said, you know what? I will never. Whoo, child. 20 hours for like 30 for like 90 seconds. I said, see, this is not the life for me. But people don't understand and don't appreciate what it takes to be able to get this done and to be able to have people contact you, because the people don't realize that the main thing that I do is I help to build brands. Like, that's the biggest thing that I do when it comes to social media. I'm helping them to build their brand. I'm helping them to expand, to make their videos count, because they're like, why do I have this many followers? My videos only getting this many views. I'm like, where are you putting it at? They don't understand when you put, like, the fact of having to have a business page, because that's where your metrics comes from. That's where your numbers comes from. That's where you know, like, what your audience is and all that kind of stuff. You can't do that on your personal. You can't. You just can't. Like, like, you can see numbers or whatever, but it does not. But it's not. You're not gonna see your audience breakdown, your analytics on your personal page if you have a Facebook page. So if you are a content creator, you need to have a business page. I know it's one more thing to do, but you need to do it. I was kicking and screaming about doing a radio page. I did not want to have one more thing to manage, because I'm managing so many pages. I was like, I can't do another freaking page, but I had to do it because I kept on having to. I kept on
Yeah,
hashing.
I struggle managing my own page. I'd be like, listen, I am not used to all of this. Like, people don't understand. Okay, so like people really love to be around me. People love my attitude. People love to laugh with me and chill with me. But let me tell y'all something. I'm the most socially introverted person you'll probably meet. Like, I don't want to get on here every day.
Right.
I really don't. Like, I love y'all, but I could sit in my house and be good. Like, And I have to make sure, like, because like I just told y'all, you got to go from Instagram, then you got to go to Facebook. And honestly, it's because of Danaya that I'm even up on it right now, because she'll be like, okay, so just go ahead and let me control your because baby, you're not updating, and I appreciate her for that, because we all work as a team and people don't understand that. And that's why when the little Facebook thing happened and they tried to pin, everything on me, and people don't understand on Facebook, just like on Instagram and every other social media site, you pick moderators to help you, because building a brand, we all have to work together. That's why it's moderators on YouTube.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We can't do every single thing by ourselves. So, I appreciate Danaya pushing me, because now I know as soon as I wake up, I hop on my Facebook, I hop on my Instagram, I make sure it's updated, I make sure I'm sharing and helping other people. I'm making sure I'm adding people as my friend. If I see people that are singers, if I see people who do artwork, if I see, and you just add them as a friend, and because it's called No Crabs in the Barrel.
Yes.
That's the point. Is to support people, give other people a voice, and then let me tell you how I look at it, right? I look at it like, if I add a person over here and they do music, right? And then I add a person over here and they do instrumentals, but they're on my page under No Crabs in the Barrel. That gives them more of a chance to end up connecting and networking, because Instagram does what? These are people you may be interested in. If I'm tagging these people, then you'll see the tag, and then you can say, hey, I seen you on No Crabs in a Barrel. Want to work together?
Yep.
That's what it's for. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Just my 5 cents. I get it. I can talk online all day, but in person, people think I'm a hermit. Like, but see, I'm like that. Okay, so no, I'm not. My husband talking about no. I wasn't about to say my husband. Okay, I was, because I'm not. I'll be lying. I'm not a hermit at all. I'm very, very social. I know how to come into a room and control it. I know how to, keep up the energy in the room. I'm the one trying to pull shots in everybody's mouth. That's just my personality. But I'm also the same person that could sit at home and don't want to be bothered or forget to text you back, or because I just be in my bubble, and y'all know I'm spiritual, so I be in here in my own mind half of the time. So
right.
I get it, but you just gotta tell yourself it'll work out. Like, Danaya has been on my channel, she'll be asleep and wake up and still support. I try not to even tell her I'm half asleep no more, because I know she be sleeping. And look, if you hear me, if I don't talk, I'm still here, stuff like that, because it is important. And people don't understand that we doing all of that on top of supporting each other, definitely on our own, YouTube channel. So it's definitely a lot that we doing, and people don't see that. People don't see the behind the scenes, because you have to tag your videos. You have to make sure that you tag them. And then YouTube has new rules, so you got to make sure that you put it's not for children, it's not for this, it's not for that, it is for this, it is for that. And then you got to hide your likes and your dislikes, because people just naturally they don't even watch the video. They just click on it as soon as it say live and hit the dislike button and leave. You be like, I didn't even breathe on my live yet, but okay, So
like, I was talking about you, don't care about you, but all right.
It's a lot. Like,
I'm just saying.
And then you gotta have a topic, because some people listen. Everybody not gonna make it. Okay, and that's just the truth. Everybody don't have a personality. Everybody can't hold a room. And it just is what it is. It's the truth.
Right.
And I think that's what, sometimes it takes, when I hear my husband say certain things to me, it's like, thank you for letting me know this stuff, because it's not just him, it's Danaya, it's Meta. Like they all tell me, Goddess, listen, you know, okay, that you talented, you a good person and stuff, but we're gonna have to you're gonna have to read the room with some of these people sometime. And that's my downfall sometimes, because I do like to give people a chance. You know what I'm saying? I do like to reach out to people, make sure they okay. Like that's, if anything else in life that I know for a fact, I know for a fact that I want to help people, and sometimes it always ends up not working out for me because people have different motives. So I've had to like push back, and life is full of lessons. I know I'm
Yeah.
going on and rambling, but
Right.
life is just full of lessons, and sometimes we have to understand that it's stuff that we have to learn, and
Yeah.
it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just something that you have to learn pertaining to you, and sometimes you just have to adjust it, you know. So now I don't trust and want to have an open arms to everybody anymore, because I've been effed over so many times, you know what I'm saying? But now I know that, hey, everybody also doesn't deserve to be shunned upon either.
Right.
I
Mm-hmm.
can't push everyone away, but I also don't have to accept everyone that's clearly around me for what I offer, because of my personality, or because I care, you know?
Mm-hmm. Karen told us something really pressing when she was saying that a friend of mine was fired because of something she put on Facebook, and so she completely shut down her social media. I think what's crazy about what's going on now is that it's really really tricky when it comes to social media and different careers. And I think what's sad is that there are so many things that people want to say that they, because they feel that their social media is theirs, and that, oh, that's a personal page and this and the third. But these companies think that it's okay for them to invade your privacy, and that's what it is. Or you have somebody that's in the company that was mad at somebody for something, and they thought that it was okay for them to just sit up there and go tattle because they didn't like what was said, and then they flip it and try to change the narrative. I'm so glad that woman got her job back, and I hope they gave her a raise for the aggravation that she went through. Like the problem that I have with these companies is that y'all want to sit up there and claim this and that and the third, and you're so about diversity and but the first thing you'll do instead of actually talking to the person that's being accused of the mess, you don't go research yourself. You go back and let somebody tell you what happened, right? Or you sit up there and you illegally go through somebody's social media and take something out of context and still not talk to the person that you want to fire because you think that you saw something. And obviously, I'm sure they had their job back because what they saw wasn't even inappropriate, but you thought it wasn't. You acted before you actually had your evidence. Corporations, listen up. That kind of mess is has to end. Because when you sit up there and you fire good people and you let people that are doing blatant bullshit and it's in your face and you promote them because they claim they saw somebody who was doing good work do something negative because they wanted that position. But you didn't do your research.
Girl, you know what that sounds like, Danaya?
YouTube.
No, it sounds like that Facebook post. We ain't gonna say directly what it was,
Yeah.
but I'm sure y'all already know if y'all been watching long enough. But this whole situation sounds like the Facebook post when
Yep.
Danaya posted the video, and then they tried to give me backlash for it, even though I purposely made sure that I didn't type doing specific parts, okay, just to try to keep it professional. And they
And
still,
that's the crazy part about that situation. And the only reason I'm bringing it up because my fucking name's in the thing. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up. And I'm irritated by the fact that people think that it's okay to change the narrative of what I did and said I did, but it still got blamed. it still got pushed down guidance, which is the craziest thing in the world to me, what I'm not understanding. So if y'all don't understand, go back to the couple videos I did on it. I'm just stating the fact that it's a problem.
Yeah, I ain't want to go in depth about it. I just wanted to say that the situation they're talking about literally sounds just the same. Because once again, people don't understand that when you run a business or a brand, you have certain moderators, no matter whether it's Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. Because you cannot possibly do all of that stuff yourself. You might miss something. We still have families and we still have stuff that we got to do too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So people fail to understand that. You know what? I don't even want to go into that. Next caller, next subject.
The only thing that I will say regarding social media and the way corporations are handling things, the fact that some of them are getting way too private. Because once I clock out, you leave me the hell alone. Like, why are you all in my Instagram and things and reading into shit? Like, what? Fuck, what, baby? Because I've had a couple things that have gotten me some phone calls. Like, I was like, I'm sorry, I'm greeting people, so leave me the fuck alone. And that's just how I addressed it. I was like, well, what did you expect to happen? Like,
1 second, Danaya. I just want to say this to Adelina real quick. Okay, Karen So is telling you some facts, because let me tell you something, and I'm gonna just give you this one example. You see how celebrities, right? They blow up overnight. People like, what's the latest one? Camila Cabello.
Yep.
Honey, they will go back 20 years of your life and find a tweet from 1932. Okay. And bring it back up once you hit stardom or you get some type of a buzz about your name.
Yep.
So what Karen So is telling you is exactly right. And I don't know if y'all know this. That's why when I did certain videos, next time you come look, I took it down, because at the end of the day, people will go back and search and look for the worst stuff that they could find on you. And that's the only thing I don't like about YouTube, is that even when you change your name, your original name that you come on here with, your videos and your channel will still pop up.
Right.
I found a video on Justin J from 4 years ago and wasn't even looking for it. And Justin J is the king of reads now. He changed his name.
Oh,
right.
I did not know that.
Right.
I did not know that.
Exactly. So it's real. YouTube a little petty with that. Once you change your name, they don't start it over. You know, you can still go type in my old name and see stuff that pop up. And that's the only thing I don't like. And that's why I said I'd rather stop it now and stop responding to people now, because I don't want nobody else taking my name if it's not for something positive. Because what if somebody is looking into me and they do type in my name in YouTube, but then they see all this other stuff where people don't tag me in videos that's negative? Once again, that's your brand. That's you.
Yeah. But that's that's why it was why certain situations were frustrating, because it was like people didn't understand the power of a hashtag. People didn't understand the power of a brand. And when you want to sit there and you want to flip what that brand is for and turn it to negative, or attempt to, that's where the problem comes in. It's not about being bossy. It's about protecting a brand. Just because you don't protect yours and don't give a damn about yours doesn't mean we don't care about ours. You know,
but don't listen to how many people in this sector say, y'all take this YouTube stuff too seriously. Why y'all always it's always something compared to, it's just YouTube. Like, and that should show you the mentality of people in general that say it. Because what do you mean it's just YouTube? Do you know how many people make thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands that are living in mansions?
A month.
Mansions? No, let me repeat. Mansions off of YouTube videos. People that get up here and do pranks that ain't even real pranks because they done talked about the prank before they even recorded the video. Okay? Making millions.
That's a whole nother conversation because I'm so confused about those things.
Because one of the people, what's his name? CJ So Cool. He's a millionaire off of doing prank videos, living in a whole mansion with a golf course.
People don't understand what the possibilities that you of what you can achieve in social media, period. Specifically on YouTube because of the fact that YouTube is a search engine. This is why I try to stress, keep your YouTube as clean as you possibly can. And yes, some things happen, but try to keep it as clean as you can because that is your digital footprint. And what you don't want to do is try to go back and try to explain some shit 10,000 times because you're mixed up in some mess because you've been hurting people. There's a difference between being mixed up in something because somebody hurt you and you be like, yeah, I had to cuss them out real quick. People understand that. What they don't understand is you sitting up there and having things like places of business coming up because we decided to follow people and now our political career down the drain. That kind of stuff. I ain't saying no names because I ain't trying to get in all that mess. I'm just saying. Period. You Google that name that you think I'm talking about, trust.
Nope.
Nothing but negative. Nothing. I was like, ooh, ouch. Ouch. Imagine working hard to actually have a career outside of this, and one incident puts you back into nothing but negative for the first page of Google. Ouch. Because they're popular, because everyone was talking about them. But it was all the wrong people that were messy that were talking about them, and that's why that happened. Ooh, child. I say this all the time. Be careful what you're tagged in. And I'm gonna give y'all game for free. Because anything else you don't have to go to No Crabs in the Barrel and everything else. But I'm gonna give you one thing for free.
Period.
Google yourself once a month. Pay attention to what you are tagged in. When you Google yourself, and I say everything, I do mean everything pops up. I Googled myself a couple times and I'm just like, I didn't even know I was connected to that part. I forgot about that. Instagram has so many other things that are connected to Instagram. Pay attention. Oh, child. Watch what you post on Instagram because Instagram has so many other things that it's connected to that you didn't even know about. You're like, what page is this? When did I post this? What site is this? There are so many sites that pull content from Instagram that you don't even know about until you Google yourself. Facebook yourself also. Yep, all that. Well, when you type your name into Google, Facebook, everything, Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff's gonna pop up. And it will show the things that you're tagged in. But you definitely want to check your Facebook and see what you're tagged into because your page your Facebook page will tell you what you're tagged in. If you get a whole bunch of mess on your page, it's because you're tagging a whole bunch of bullshit. Don't allow that to happen. Your real name and your screen names, yes. You need to have in your real name and your screen names because you want to see what people are saying about you. Quality over quantity all day, every day. All day, every day. Because quality over quantity is what's going to get you. People say your network is your net worth. Trust and believe. I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers and stuff, but I have followers that have hundreds of thousands of followers. Did you hear that though? I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers. I have like 3,000 followers on Twitter, but I have multiple followers that have hundreds of thousands of followers.
Network.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about building relationships. And some of these people are the people that just see me tweet something and they liked it. And it was like, oh, follow. And I'm like, oh, you have 200,000 followers. Well, that's helpful. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, because even when you look at the big YouTubers, they rarely respond to people unless it's something that's really, like, really going to affect their brand. They don't respond. You can call them everything under the sun, and they will not respond.
I have a perfect example of how social media can ruin your life if you fuck it up if you mess with the wrong person. I have a cousin. He does video. Some chick that has an art studio decided that, now mind you, I believe she owed him $150. Now this person has been in the industry for 15 years, I want to say. Works with major celebrities, sports stars, all that. Again, I'm gonna state, this chick owed him $150. He went behind the scenes, tried to reason with her, yada yada yada. Just give the money, blah blah. Again, I'm gonna state $150 was all. This could have been avoided for $150. She chose not to. She tried to defame on social media. All bad. This kid roasts for a living. Like that was just stupid. She lost because of this, because when I say everybody canceled, not even everybody canceled whatever they had, because he said that she tried to cheat him. She lost $35,000, over $150. The power of social media. I cannot say this enough. Be kind, be respectful. And he never called her out her name, nothing. Just said, this is what happened. Just said, this is what I said, this is what she said, this is what occurred. And everything else was just like, oh, they did that? Oh, okay. Well, I had that experience too. Wait, oh, that happened? Oh, I know that person. Wait a minute. And it just spiraled. $35,000 down the drain because you couldn't honor a $150 contract. Don't be that person. Just saying. I'm just saying. Karen Soul said, yep. Because let me say, I don't allow anyone to post pictures of me. My friend got married and I made her take down the picture of me because of how her family was turning up. Period. Oh my God. Okay. So, and this is for content creators, periscopers and YouTubers specifically. When you are at an event and you are going live, for the love of all things holy, why do you think it's okay to be drunk as hell and go live? You have this reputation where you have all these followers and doing all this great stuff, and people are watching you because you have all this intelligent content, and you're going live drunk for all of your hundreds of thousands of followers to see. Why?
Don't go live drunk. Don't go live off of pills. Don't go live off of cocaine or crack or meth.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't help anything. And because I remember because Periscope has been on television for two things. It was on television once because Scopa actually quit her job live on Periscope. That was the first time I got on TV. The second time I got on TV was because some dumbass scoper decided to drive drunk and scope. I'm gonna say this again. She drove drunk and was scoping at the same time. At that point, we all had like a couple scopes. We were just kind of just chilling, kicking back a little bit, just maybe a little bit tipsy here and there, whatever, nothing major. But like we stopped all of that because of that. We stopped all of our little late night parties, all of that, because one person decided to sit there and drive drunk and scope. Seriously? You can't. So you not only are you not watching, well, driving and scoping, driving and tubing is bad, period. If you don't have a freaking if you don't have that's not the monitor, but the like a piece to hold it stand, because of the fact that you're not paying attention. And even if you're doing it, don't pay attention to the comments because you can't read because you're fucking driving. Like, I'm not understanding. Like, if you are driving, then you shouldn't be looking at the comments. You should just be talking. Period. That's it. Don't try to read the comments when you're driving, but driving drunk and scoping, what were you thinking? Because like I said, coming up on here and you guys are drunk and you're high and all of this, but then you want to come back up here and try to give advice. That's the problem that I have. Some people just do it because that's the personality, whatever. But you want to come in here and you're drunk and you're high, and then you want everybody to forget about that and listen to you and buy your course. I'm confused by these things. But it happens all the time because no one says anything. Everyone just says, well, that's just how it goes. That's just how they are. No, it's not acceptable. It's not cute. It's not fun. And it's dangerous. Your subscribers look to you to help them. Your subscribers look to you to entertain them and make them smile. We are in a fucking pandemic. The amount of people that have lost jobs or gigs or lost out on opportunities because of the situation is unfathomable. People that have lost their lives because of this is unfathomable. We've never seen anything like this in ever. At least not in my lifetime. And when people come on here, all we want to do is come and have fun and, watch some games, watch some wrestling, watch whatever. Come and watch somebody, just chill, play music, do some karaoke, have some interviews, and smile. The minute that it gets to the point where you're online and all you're doing is you're just frustrated the entire time, there's something wrong. That's not okay. People work incredibly hard at their craft, and the fact that people are sitting there trying to fucking snatch channels is a huge problem for me. Because I've already worked with groups where we fell out, and then they decided that they wanted to take the content because they were lazy and couldn't do no fucking content. So yeah, jackass. You know what I'm saying? So it's I can't ever see that boy in person because it just won't be. It won't be good. It won't. I swear for goodness, it will not. Because what we're not gonna do, that's a lot of work that I put into the shit.
I want to say something, but I'm gonna keep it cute.
Shit. Period. It's just this whole misconception of I'm just gonna do me. I'm just going to get, I'm just gonna get over. I'm the next person. How's that working out for you right now? Just gonna jump and jump and jump to the next person because this person didn't realize how insensitive you were or how much work you didn't do, but you say you did the work, but you didn't do it. And now they're finding out because they need help from you and you can't do it. How is that working out for you right now? And this don't just apply here. This applies all over social media. So whoever sees this is on Facebook and on here. It applies on both places. How's that working out for you right now? Because you lied, you cheated, you tried to destroy something, but honey, let me be very clear. What you tried to destroy, just put us on television and had over 1,000 people, standing room only. And sweetie, I would never, ever, ever say your name on my channel. Because that would give you clout and stuff, and that's not going to happen ever. Nobody will ever know I'm talking about. You're just going to sit over there and, and be cute when you want to be and lie and cheat and steal and have 54 freaking subs forever. because you can't create fucking content. Because you
Ooh.
stole and lied and cheated, and now you feel stupid because you
Oh.
can never come back.
Oh.
Ever.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm just saying. Shit, I mean, you get tired of it. You get tired of sitting there having to defend yourself 10,000 times. You want to fucking lie and shit. What? Oh, this is what we're not gonna do. You was the one that was lying, cheating, stealing, but you want to say that, whew, child. You want to accuse other people of it? Baby, we got receipts. Do you know what a screenshot is in the screen recording? Girl, bye.
Read Karen Soul's comment.
Hold on 1 second, sorry. Ladies, so my friend asked me what type of spirit has taken over YouTube streets when it comes to the I'm going to do me attitude. Ooh, hold on. Let me go ahead and read that again. Ladies, so my friend asked me what type of spirit has taken over the YouTube streets when it comes to the I'm gonna do me attitude. People are trying to destroy people's lives.
I'm gonna do me and you do you.
Oh my God. The I'm that I'm gonna do me attitude. You know, let me just say this. No one successful has done it by themselves. I'm going to say it again. No one successful has done it by themselves. They can lie and cheat and say they did, but they did not. Everyone had a team at some point. They might not have enough because they fucked up with that team, but at some point they had a team. Or they have to rebuild their team 1,000 times because they keep on listening to the wrong people. But again, they had a team at some point. They got to where they are because someone supported them. I'm gonna say this again because I don't think y'all heard me. So no one successful for real, like not just like a couple thousand here, couple thousand here. I'm talking about successful like on television, in movies, on YouTube with the millions of subscribers because they grinded their asses off. Don't ever think that it's just like, oh well, happened overnight. No, sweetheart, the people that have gotten those views, they will tell you how long that took. Sometimes they were on it for like 6 years, and then all of a sudden, some just took off. That's what happens. Like that's just how it happens. But they had to get this. But they had to connect with people outside of that. You have to have subscribers in order to build, so that the people that are supporting you are part of your team. Like I said, I don't have a huge base on here now, but that's because I didn't try. Let's be clear. Then I started trying is when it started growing. I just haven't been on here like that. Like that's the only reason. Like, I've been on here since 2000. I've been on this channel since 2013. I've been on YouTube.
Well, not just that, Danaya. People mistake. Okay, so and I really wanted to bring this up too. People mistake having a lot of people in their chat as if they're better than somebody. Like, let me tell you something. It's a difference, and that's why we keep saying quality over quantity. It's a difference in having people in your chat to see a train wreck or to see drama compared to them actually wanting to, when they see your name pop up and they say, oh my gosh, it's Goddess, or oh my gosh, it's Danaya. Like, I love them. We could sit up here and talk about periods.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's when you have a real supporter.
Yes.
It's a difference from coming on here and people actually wanting to see and hear you no matter what you're talking about. Even if you agree to disagree or have a debate. It's about actually wanting and liking and wanting to hear from that content creator. There's a difference.
Facts. And a perfect example is with Goddess specifically because and I do mean the minute that she announced, I'm gonna show you what supporters did. The minute that she announced that she had a join button, she has Karen Soul subscribed. Period. It was like, oh, you got a join button, boom.
Love you, Karen Soul. Adelita, love you guys. Just bye bye.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody that's in this chat, everybody that's in this chat currently is Unicorn Gang. Like, I don't think people understand. Like, y'all can say what you want, But the minute it came to the fact of, oh wait, oh she's moving up, oh let me go ahead and make sure I support that because she's the bomb.com. Period. I'm gonna tell you, my circle is incredibly small. So the fact that Goddess is up here with me interviewing people says a lot.
Well,
And
you don't mind. You listen. I try to. I don't want it to be a thing where I'm being supported, but you're not feeling it in return. And even though y'all be like, "God, let's go to sleep," or "We'll see you next time," I'll be like, "Okay, but just know I'm still here," or or I'll be like, I'm still watching. I probably just not on the stream yard, but I try to reciprocate the same energy because you cannot say, first off, my brand itself is no crabs in the barrel. So I'm not going to be one sided with stuff like that. I always check on my friends. I always make sure they good. I always give advice. You know what I'm saying? And we all do that for each other. It's not like we all just listen to goddess. No, we sit and we actually
exactly.
communicate. It's things that Danaya know that I don't know. It's stuff that Madam know that I don't know. And we all sit on the phone and we talk about it with each other. Even with just my five, I'm not gonna say what I told her to do or the advice that I gave her, but and even she was humble enough to say, you know what, thank you, goddess, that's a good idea. And
Yeah.
people don't understand. It's not about me saying, oh well, this is what I did for you. This is the problem that people have. They
Right.
feel like because they give you an idea or because they bring something up, oh well, I made your brand. Like, no, that's you brought up an idea and I either decided to look into it or leave it where within that conversation. You know what I'm saying? So I joined because Goddess is very endearing to me. And when you get yours, Danaya, I will be supporting you too. Oh, thank you, Karen. So, and I am like, and that's why I said I'm trying to stray away from the negative content because people that really know me, like I'm probably one of the sweetest people you'll meet.
Yes.
Like I'm the one, like I literally sat on Facebook yesterday and went through all of my pictures with my family and
Oh,
just
this is
started
so
tagging them,
sweet. Oh my
saying
god.
I love them. Like I'm that type of person.
Yeah.
Like to the point where my family members were calling and texting me like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Right.
I'm
Are you
like,
sure? Are
"I'm
you sure?
fine." Like I just was reminiscing. I mean, that's what memories are for. Y'all don't got y'all don't got to post memories of me after once I'm dead. Like we can do that now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it feels good to just let people know that you're thinking about them. And that's all I wanted to do was show that, hey, even though we haven't spoke or talked or whatever, you know, um, I posted this picture and just started saying, I love you. That
Yeah.
was it. And tagging them in it,
Yeah.
because people forget that, like, it doesn't have to be hate all the time. It doesn't have to be, oh, well, if I don't hear from you, I'm not going to hear from you. And then both of y'all, it's 10 years later, and y'all say, oh, well, I ain't talking to them in 10 years.
I'm gonna actually give an example of that really quickly. So, um, I have a really close friend that lost both of his parents, and so when my mom passed, he couldn't handle it, and I didn't really understand that because I was like, well, I was there when your dad passed, and this and the third, and I was upset, with him for a while because of that, and we hadn't really talked, and he didn't know what to say, I didn't know what to say, but we had to reconnect because his partner passed a few months later. And I felt horrible because I was like, I didn't even know his partner was in trouble or had any kind of issues or anything because we hadn't talked. And so it was eye opening. It was like I was like, I don't care what the hell it is, we're never gonna do this again. Because I never want to have that situation where it's like, oh my god, I wish I would have said something. I wish we would have been there. Um that's why I was like getting emotional. I was talking to Erica because like I don't think because y'all have no idea what this entire year, like a year and a half has been for me. And I am genuine when I say the sanity that I have is because of Goddess and that and Zarina and Gen 5 and Gianna and Shan. Like, I couldn't do this specifically. I wouldn't be able to handle this whole quarantine crap without them, because they keep me smiling, they keep me happy, they keep me entertained, because Deanna would read a motherfucker down and it's hilarious. I'm like, well, damn, okay. You know what I'm saying? And guys will just keep you smiling, and I don't care if Nicole gets mad. Every time I listen to that video, I'll laugh my ass off every single time. Because it's the funniest thing in the world.
Girl.
And you know what you can do? Because you can do it now. Put that Fortnite video on your membership page, because I want to hear that again, because that was funny as hell.
I actually deleted it.
Ah, damn.
Because it was
other
based
people. Oh, yeah. So she got so hashtag begin got so we're pushing out a campaign for guys to start playing Fortnite, because
oh my god,
I want her to play it on live, because her reactions will have you on the floor.
It's not funny, Danaya. I was serious. No, let me tell y'all what happened. So I was playing Fortnite for the first time, right? And so first off, we had to fly all the way down off of this little air balloon parachute, whatever they call it, and land or whatever. So cool. So anyway, just to make the long story short, somebody came up and killed me. And I felt that they were so petty, because I was crawling, trying to crawl under the table to get away, and the person was still killing me. And I said, why would y'all let me crawl to my death like that?
Oh my god. But it was just the way
everybody was laughing, but I was for free.
Because it was the way that she reacted to it. She was like, I'm dying. I'm trying to die. Leave me the hell alone. She's like, I'm crawling to my death and they're still killing me. What the hell is going on here? And we're just laughing, because it's just like the way if y'all would have heard the way she said it, she was like, I'm dying already. Damn, leave me alone. Oh my god. You know, because she was like, or before that, she was telling her teacher, like, go without me. I'm gonna get shot.
Oh yeah, I did. Because they was trying to save me. I said, leave me. Save yourself. Please. There's no hope for me. I'm serious.
Just my vibe. Incredibly hilarious. Man, because mind of _Gemini child. I swear, if y'all don't follow that on Instagram, follow mind of _ Gemini. Get your life.
Adelina, I was trying to tell them say themselves, because they was about to get caught, because they had listen. I have never seen a game that when you die, they like make you like they let me crawl. Okay. They let me crawl, and I was trying to crawl under the table. I thought if I had crawled under the table, if I stayed under there long enough, I would, gain some energy or something. And it was like, no, we're going to let you watch yourself crawl while other people are still beating you up. And I felt so disrespected.
That's insane. That's insane. What do you mean? She's like, I felt disrespected. I was like,
you like that one, but let me tell you one that my husband always reminds me of. The video I did with about them cheeseburgers.
Wait, what? Which one was this?
When the guy was on the phone and he was drunk, and I was like, "You want these cheeseburgers, man?" And he said, "Yeah, I want a cheeseburger." He said, "How long it's gonna take?" I said, "About 5 hours, man." And he just kept talking to me about the cheeseburger.
Oh my god. You're welcome.
Good times, good times.
Good times, but that's what.
Right, so that is too much. Like, why would you let me crawl like that? And then for me to just like, I could have gave up hope if you just immediately let me die. But you gave me a pinch of hope because I was crawling. And I'm like, ooh, if I crawl over this table, I could get away and I could still try to go help out my partner. And then they started to beat up my partner. I said, no, please, leave me. Okay. But anyway, good times. I might start playing the game on here.
You need to, because and who was it that was talking about? Somebody was talking about when we were playing Thug Life and how that situation went.
Oh no! Oh no! No.
He said, "No, I'm done."
I refuse to talk about Thug Life with y'all. I am no more. I'm not a Thug Lifer anymore. Okay.
Did you delete the game of your phone
anymore? Because let me tell you what they did to me. All right. Let me tell you. I asked them to send me a life, and this is what they do. I said, y'all don't have to play the game. Just send your girl. I'm gonna send y'all the request. Y'all accept it so I can give me some free spins. Okay, I thought we talked through this. I thought I made it very clear. All right, I thought I made it very clear. Let me tell you what these heifers did. They took it upon themselves to sit up here and start playing Thug Life. Then the next thing I know, I blink and all my territory is messed up. And then while we on the phone, Danaya gets quiet. I'm like, it doesn't have to be having to take phone calls. So I'm like, probably on the phone call. She come back off mute. I'm like, hold on. We is getting alerts while she on mute. Danaya just destroyed your territory. Danaya just stole your money. Danaya destroyed your another territory. I said, oh, hell to the no.
Wait, no.
You're supposed to play the game.
That is not how that went. No. She every time she tells the story, she tends to forget the most crucial part about the situation. Before I even did anything on this game, I'm sitting there chilling. No. All I know is the guy in the game. I'm sitting, I'm like, okay, whatever. She's like, yeah, I just want to get some coins. That part's right, or spin or whatever. Cool, that's fine. I look up on my phone and I'm like, why am I getting alerts? Gotta steal your money. Gotta hit your building.
That wasn't supposed to be a game, Adelina. This is the point I'm trying to make to you.
No,
that was not supposed to play.
You weren't supposed to steal our money. You stole our we lived.
I wanted y'all to come on there so I could steal y'all stuff.
See, there it comes.
I didn't want y'all to play.
See, yeah, you have.
I didn't want y'all to play.
You have heard it here at 9:18 p.m. on 4/23/2020. She wanted us to come on the game so she could steal our stuff. She did it.
But y'all wasn't supposed to play.
We weren't expecting to get robbed either. She did not. Now, mind you, she said, all I want to do is get some spins and get some coins. She did not say, I want to steal your money and destroy your property. But that's what she did. And that's how we came back and started breaking stuff.
Listen. Adelina, listen. Okay. They were not supposed to play. They were supposed to add me so that I could take all their stuff. Okay. And I told them before we started even getting into it, I said, listen, y'all don't gotta play. Just add me. They end up playing anyway.
Because you stole our stuff.
And then let me tell you what they did, because they took it a step further. They got addicted to it. And started attacking me every day. So, anyway, I am no more of a. I'm not a thug lifer anymore. Okay, I play bingo and block puzzle. All right.
I like bingo and block. Sneaky got snuck. Right, exactly. Boom, that part. See? Mm-hmm. Right, Adelina. Sneaky got snuck.
No, thug life is messy because thug life is like, ooh, somebody sneaking around your territory and you don't even be on the game. Oh my God, don't try to come in here now. Don't try to come in here now, Serena. Don't try to pop up now.
Serena.
Don't try to creep in here now, Serena. You attacking me too.
Serena, she finally admitted that she only wanted us to play she could steal from us. You finally got her to admit that she only wanted us to play.
She didn't hear that. She didn't hear nothing. It was not here.
Go back 5 minutes. I put a time stamp.
Go back 5 minutes, Serena.
Get that receipt. Oh my God. She said she molested this again, so she did hear it, damn it.
You know what, Serena? You ain't shit. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you ain't shit, Serena. Because you've been in here this whole time and you didn't even make yourself known. And you were sitting up there in the cut and you heard everything that done been said, but you want to pop up after we get on Thug Life. After we start talking about Thug Life, now you want to be here?
Because she had to validate what I was saying. God is robbing old ladies mad.
You know what? I'm about to turn into a ghost.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Why? But I was telling guys, I was like, it's so dope.
No, Adelina, they not old. Talking about nothing daughters robbing old ladies. No, I'm not. Oh, you talking about bingo? You know what?
Yeah.
You know what? Not all old people play bingo, okay? I actually enjoy playing bingo. So whatever y'all gotta say, y'all's not about to come for me tonight, okay?
She said she's throwing tomato.
Let me tell you something. You know what? I don't have no smoke for y'all off of this Thug Life no more, okay? Y'all have it, okay? All right.
All right.
You Thug Lifers. You Thug Lifers.
You can run my battleship.
You Thug Lifers. All right. You want to be Thug Lifers? You can have it, okay? And for your information, I am not robbing old people. They don't put their ages on their profile, so I don't know how old they are. So, poof, in your face. Boom, whatever.
Oh my God. Karen, so you rap. Karen, so you're robbing folks online.
You know what? Y'all ain't shit. Because you know what? I never thought about it like that. I'm fucking thinking about it and I appreciate y'all. I'm not one of the only ladies on bingo.
Karen, you put the watch in the chat. Oh my God. She knows, of course. But this is what I was telling Goddess that I was so happy to see her posting like family photos and all of that, because I was like, this is so dope.
First off, Serena, don't you come in this chat typing all letters to me. Don't you come in here typing in all caps to me. Okay. I sure did leave y'all with my aunt. She the one requested y'all, so now there you go. She gonna rob y'all 160 times a day. So that's what y'all get. Mm-hmm. So if y'all don't know, my aunt had added them on Thug Life, and she be destroying territories 150 times. By the time you log on, they say that she done destroyed your territory 650 times, and you ain't even got a chance to blink. So that's what you get.
I am so not adding it. I have enough friends. I have enough so-called friends on Facebook. I'm like, I know you in real life. I'm gonna hurt you. Listen, let's see. We gonna have a conversation. But as I was saying, it's like it's so dope for y'all to get to see how incredible Goddess is, because we've got to see that offline for the past few months, and so for y'all to like get to just see her personality and how sweet and fun and just how much she makes people laugh, like that's what's super dope about this whole transformation thing. Like she's not respond to the bullshit because she don't have to no more because she's above that mess for real, and so she can just have fun on here and fuck and like I said, quality over quantity, whatever the numbers are now ain't gonna matter because those numbers ain't gonna translate because those numbers are gonna translate when she's on television. I said when, not if. You feel so like what are you talking about?
I know y'all ain't throwing tomatoes at me. Zarina, I know you ain't throwing tomatoes at me. Is you throwing subliminal tomatoes at me? Is you throwing virtual tomatoes at me? It's you. It's you. Throw another damn tomato at me. You throw another damn virtual tomato at me, Zarina. I'm telling you, I'm a. Let me put my virtual foot in this chat. Hold on.
Like yes. Yeah, and like I said, but this is what YouTube is supposed to be. Us coming on here, having some fun, giving y'all, reading some people if we need to, and just giving y'all this good energy. Because yes, everything is not going to be positive. Everything is not going to be cute. Everything is not going to be fun. We gotta have some conversations. Because I still gotta drag Danielle, what the fuck is her name? Bergoli, big baddie bitch, whatever. Her at some other time. Because we're not doing that. We'll do that another time. Because what we're not gonna do is act like
I know just my father ain't just sent me no Thug Life gang sign. You know what? I am tired of y'all. I'm about to roll out because y'all is not about to do. Okay. What y'all is not about to do. Because I ain't got the energy tonight. It's too many tomatoes, and then I'm getting shown Thug Life gang signs. I ain't got time. Not tonight.
Oh my god. Oh my god. But this is what YouTube is supposed to be. Entertaining, fun. Reading people when you have to because they're disrespectful.
Hey, wait a minute, you just throw an apple at me? Oh, you know what? I got y'all. It's about to be on and popping in this shit.
Oh my god, I cannot. Y'all are a mess. I love it. I love it. I love our supporters. I love Unicorn Gang because they came in here heavy tonight. They really, really did. And I think for me, like going through this, I think what I'm gonna make my goal is gonna be by the time I get out of this damn. So what is that? That's June. Okay, yeah. By June, I'm gonna have 1,000 subscribers. That's what we're gonna do. That's the goal. By June, by the time I get off this damn what the hell is it? Quarantine, I will have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That's what we're gonna do. That's gonna be the goal. We're gonna make that happen. So you're gonna see some lives. It's gonna be super freaking long, so we can make them watch hours pop so they need to. Like I said, I got tons of content, original content, like real original content, like actual stuff that's already done. And all I gotta do is fucking hit play. That's original content. Not just sitting up here and acting like, I'm just gonna play and say this and just do the same thing over and over again. And but it's coming from me, so it's original. No. Actual original content that's edited and got for transitions and things. You know what transition is? Y'all don't know what transitions are? Okay. Just saying. So yes, I'll be running some original content. So probably like maybe just do my.
You know what?
What?
Girl, Karen, so thank you. At least take one of the apples that they plan to throw at me. Okay.
Charm Squad. I love Charm Squad. Y'all are amazing. Yes.
You're a pumpkin. Girl, that's gonna kill me. You trying to put me in a coma?
Okay. Oh my god.
You know what? You paying all my medical bills with that pumpkin. I'm gonna tell you that now. Right, Serena. So everything she could get. That's why I got on my skis. Okay. So those are the ski lope emojis. And then I got my horses. I'm riding out on you motherfuckers. Okay, period. And then I got my motherfucking boat. My paddle boat.
Oh my god. I love it. I
So
love
I'm expecting all of it. All of it.
it. But for y'all that are coming out here, you know, watching the replay and didn't know who Goddess was, this who you see in front of you is who Goddess is. Don't let any other motherfucking lying ass bitches tell you something different. This is who Goddess is all day, every day. Just a bundle of energy, incredibly talented. Y'all can't see it, but her face, hair, and nails is always done and done by her, by the way. So when all this is over and y'all need to get y'all stuff together and you're in DC, hire her because she's the bomb.com. Just saying.
Thank you.
Of course. Like I said, you know, we kid. We're just playing around. Goddess is incredible. I can't wait to start playing Fortnite out here so y'all can laugh your asses off like I did. Cause damn, I swear.
Yeah, since they got so many emojis to throw in the chat, y'all come play me in these games and then we could go live and really get it popping. So I can watch you crawl under the table on Fortnite.
I ain't never played the game, so I know I'm gonna die quick because I can't even play Call of Duty or what the hell is it? I think I played oh god, what was it? Not GoldenEye.
Adelina, let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something, baby. Not with these shopping carts, baby. You must plan on paying some medical bills because I'm not getting up from it. Okay?
Oh my god. Yes, that whole part. You know,
Danaya, do you see all these emojis they put for me?
What is that? Is that a paintbrush? Lord have mercy. What's the broom?
The asshole emoji.
There's a broom and a shopping
cart. I got a broom for you.
Hold on, wait.
You want to battle with me? You want to battle with me?
Oh, that's so awesome. Karen Soul said, Danaya will click on so that you can get your watch hours while I'm working from home since I'll be shut down until June. I'll be celebrating my birthday at home this May and just canceled my vacation. Oh my god, thank you. That's so awesome. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. You know, because I mean, I think like at the end of the day, I mean, it is frustrating at first when you think about it and you're like, well, why do other people have this many people in the chats or have this many views and they have no fucking content and never had any fucking content they think they do. But then I think about it and I'm just like, I know that.
Hey, Danaya.
Yeah.
Can you guess my last emoji that I just put in?
Is that a donkey? I can't tell if it's a donkey or wait, hold on, wait.
It's a deer and a zebra.
What? You gotta explain that one because I'm confused about that one.
I want to see if they can get it first.
Okay. But
nigga, don't be throwing no tissue. We need all the tissue we can save. Don't be throwing no tissue up in this chat.
Yeah, we do need a Gemini birthday party. Gemini karaoke. Ooh, that'd be fun. Yeah, that might be fun. A Gemini karaoke party, that'd be fun.
Girl.
I would totally be down for that.
Yes, Zarina, you know what? You've been around long. I don't like it no more.
I cannot.
It's a Deborah.
Deborah. A mess. Yes, exactly. That's what focuses on the channel, and but I think like what God was saying earlier was like, you don't, if you're not talking about the mess, then you're not really gonna get the view of people coming in out to see if you're talking about the mess. And no, sorry, you paid for the dislikes for nothing. Let
me tell you something. I don't understand that, because one thing for sure and two things for certain, if I don't like you, I'm not checking your video. I'm not worried about what you're talking about. I'm not trying to sit through all of that. I don't have time. And I'm not sending the cash app. I'm not sending no smoke signal. I'm not doing it. I'm not paying for no dislike. I'm not even gonna pay for a like, a dislike, a sub, I'm not doing none of that.
No, doesn't make any sense.
Right, Karen? So she throwing tissue knowing we is in all time right now. It's too expensive, baby. Okay? She said my daughter's voice. Girl, what is she doing?
Exactly.
Girl, people is using paper towels right about now. Not us, but people. I'm just saying.
Oh, mess. But shout out to all my Charm Squad. You guys are amazing. I absolutely love you all. I appreciate all of your support. This is the first show that I've done on here that was like live, and I got one of the dopest guests. Shout out to Erica Porter MBA for everything she's done for everybody, for myself, for my boy Mikey, for Yaya. Like we've all been able to be involved with different television shows and movie projects and all of that, just been connected to her, and that means a lot. And like I said, the most important thing was that when my mom passed, she was one of the first people at my door. And she did not, and this is when she lived all the way in the river, like an hour and a half away. But there was no question. She was like, I'm sorry, when? Okay, I'm gonna come in right now. There was no question. Didn't matter what she was doing, she came right over. And I guarantee if I didn't guys back then the way I do now, they would have been the same way. They would have been on the phone with me that entire day. I already know this. There's no question in my mind. And they have, and Goddess and Zarina and Madam, yeah, it means a lot to be able to get through this, because I say all the time, like this is so hard for me, because like right now, if mom was here, we'd be sitting up here making TikTok videos and playing around and doing photo shoots, because that's what we did all the time before she got sick. Like most of the photos that you've seen came from my mom just taking shots. Like I would come home after getting my hair done by my girl Yaya. Shout out to Yaya for the win, doing her damn thing, working and legally selling marijuana, killing the game right now at a dispensary. And she became a model for a company that designs marijuana gear. Come through, Yaya. And on top of the fact that she's an amazing vocalist, which I'm gonna play the video right after I say this statement, so y'all can hear that as well if you have not heard that yet. But loyalty means a lot, and to be there doing all of this craziness, and to be genuine, and to not switch up and lie and cheat and steal means a lot. And that's
I for one like your vocabulary, Danaya.
Shots fired. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean,
everyone's vocabulary is, their own.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I do say awesome quite a bit, but that's when stuff is dope for real. Not just saying it just because it's just to say it. It was awesome. That means they're probably going to support it and direct other people to it to get a check for it, right? Right. Oh, that's what right. Mm-hmm. And connect people that give them a check for that. But if I don't, I'm just like, whatever. Just so we're clear, if I say something is awesome, it's because they're actually doing really good work, and I can connect them with other people to help them to get a check. Okay, just so we're clear.
Yes, I like exactly how you wrote it because it was 100% the truth, And another thing that I do want to say, I have some gummies that came in, and they are strong.
Oh shit! Really? Oh, nice.
So I was asking people, should I do a review on it? And
Yes.
y'all don't.
Yes.
I don't even have to ask anymore because they are definitely up to par. I mean, even though I had to wait for them for so long.
Oh yeah, you definitely
They
do.
are definitely. So if you like CBD gummies, I'll be doing a review on these.
Yes, definitely. Posted that will be posted on that will be posted on here on No Crabs in the Barrel on Facebook, on No Crabs in the Barrel on Instagram, and I have a No Crabs in the Barrel hashtag on my Pinterest, so I posted there as well. You know, because that's what we do over here. We support one another, not tear each other down and say we support them, but to actually support them, like in real life, not just online. I'm just saying. So, so yeah. So
Speaking of that, we need to wrap this up because I got something to talk about. Just my five too. I need to tell her something right quick.
Okay, for sure. Yep. So we are going to get on out of here. I'm gonna play this video real quick, and then that's gonna be it. But make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat. It's Instagram, Twitter, Periscope, Snapchat, YouTube, and Pinterest at Danaya Azure, DANAYA like the Facebook page, facebook.com/Danaya Designs for You, facebook.com/K4S Entertainment, facebook.com/Danaya Azure Radio. And guys, go ahead and give your information so people can follow you and your fabulous movement.
You can follow me on Instagram at No Crabs in the Barrel, on Facebook at No Crabs in the Barrel, and on YouTube, Get Into It with Goddess.
Yes, and on Instagram at Get Into It with Goddess as well.
And No Crabs in the Barrel on Twitter, and No Crabs in the Barrel on Periscope.
Boom! Look at this. She got a Periscope too, so we'll be going live on Periscope as well. Oh, baby.
And www.nocrabsinthebarrel.com.
That part. Actually, you can literally Google the hashtag No Crabs in the Barrel. All that pops up, by the way. But anywho,
period.
We're gonna go ahead and get on into this. This is Yaya, we're beautiful, and we're gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for coming. Shout out to my Charmed squad. Y'all are amazing. Have a wonderful night and just tune into this beautiful by Alicia Yaya Townsend. Follow that queen at Yaya for the win.
Every morning in the mirror, I look in your face. I'm trying to figure out just what it is that I can take. In the big brown eyes, daddy did his baby girl. Oh, the smile that we show can light a dark world. Oh, the brown skin, my grandma says we'll never look old. Stories from my family that won't go untold. Something about it gets to me. Not only I see my face, I'll see nothing I can't control. All I see is beautiful. Hey, beautiful.
Have a beautiful night. Carrying Soul, Zarina, Adelina, Just 25. Love y'all.
I am beautiful.
Zarina, oh my God, you are so incredible.
Without even knowing what's beyond my face, I know one thing, and that's I don't make no mistakes. So when they ask me who I am, I'll just stand beautiful. I am 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 beautiful. I'm beautiful.
Thank you, everyone, for coming. Thank you guys if you guys tuned in on the Danaya Azure radio page. This is Danaya Azure radio. Shout out again to the fabulous owner of Chicks That Pitch, Erica Porter, MBA, for coming through. I love you. I cannot wait to see you again and give you the biggest hug and take so many selfies. Just stay encouraged. Love on your people from afar if you have to. If you're in the house with them, give them hugs and tell them how important they are. Make sure that you guys give people their flowers while they're here because, as you know, tomorrow isn't promised. Continue to express what makes you unique and have a blessed night.
Good night.